Good day, everyone. Ali's here from Sophie Financial Network. Today is August 29, 2023. Here's another daily analysis. We had pretty nice uptick today for S&P 500. And as you see here, a nice candle to the upside. Volume was 82 million for SPY, which is S&P 500 ETF. Not a bad volume. It was not light volume, but it was not kind of like a decent volume. But overall, it was good, so we will give market benefit of doubt. S&P 500 recaptured SMA 20 and 50 at the same time, just in one candle. So a market just goes to this supply area, getting close to $45.12, which is kind of like important pivotal point. We are at right now. This is future market at 45.01. So let's say 4,500. Right now, it's just sitting for S&P 500. Stochastic was we are just getting a fast line getting to the overbought condition. Slow line is getting there. So probably a day or two, we will see a sideways to upward. But after that, I'm not sure. So right now, market is just forming kind of like a nice QM pattern here. So if we see market rolls over next day or two, so we should see if it takes out this pivotal point, because if it goes below 43.33, which is going to be previous one, then it can go all the way down to 42 and then 4,100, which is kind of like a very, very important level. 42, let's say 42.21, that is going to be very, very important level. So we should see how market is going to react to this level. Any reversal could be a selling opportunity still. We are getting close to September, October. Volatile price action is coming as well. So just to make sure that keep an eye on those cycles and seasonality as well. So still looking for kind of like a severe downside for the market for the October, which is going to give us a nice buying opportunity. We are not there yet, but we are close. We are close to get to that position as well. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like a broad-based rally for the technology today. So Nasdaq sharp candle to the upside. It goes back to this trend line. So we will see how it goes. Last time when we got there was kind of like pretty sharp sell-off. After that, we got a doji bar, nice backup, sharp sell-off. But after that sell-off, it didn't have follow through. So I thought that probably Thursday candle would be kind of like institution level. We should see a capitulation phase, but it didn't work out that way. So I was wrong. So I thought that today price action was pretty, to be honest, aggressive, too far, too fast, and we will see how it goes, because right now we had such this candle after just the day after that, so we'll see like engulfing to the downside. So market is pretty zigzag volatile to the upside. Wild price action is coming, so make sure just be careful on your position, because if you don't know how to play out with this volatile period, so you will probably burn out your capital exposure or money in your account, in your trading account. But if you're just investing and just taking a very, very short or small position on the trading side, you should be fine. So if you follow up our channel, so I'm gonna give you kind of like some tips, some free trades there. Make sure just to follow us in Sophie Telegram, Sophie Financial Network, which is gonna be in Telegram platform. It's gonna be free for everyone, so you will take benefit of our signal as well in our channel. Going back to Nasdaq, so Nasdaq right now 14,525 is kind of like important pivot. If we take out this one, can go all the way back to here. So 14,200. That is my kind of like a first target for the downside, which hasn't met yet. But if it goes there, so probably a bounce could be a sell for the next sharper decline to 13,500, and that would be kind of like decisive moment for the market if market wants to go higher. I believe in October we can see that wild price action. So right now we are just in a rally mood, in a bounce move. So we will see how this bounce is going to stretch to the upside. But as I said, this is going to be a bounce. This is not going to be a rally. If it goes against my analysis, I will let you know. But right now, we expect these bounces happening. So I was not expecting this bounce happens too fast like this. Today's price action, to be honest, until yesterday, everything was fine. But today price action was kind of like wild. And the reason was the job market. So job market came up with a very, very low number, lower than expectation. Everyone is saying that Federal Reserve probably is going to pause or they're going to pivot until this year. But at the same time, if they pause or pivot, this means recession is coming. So it's not going to be a bullish case for the long term. It's going to be just a bullish case based on the sentiment for the short term. And when we get to the bull side again, sentiment goes back to the bullish side. I believe that's going to be a time for shorting the market. So I got back into the short position. Probably we'll take a benefit of this. So we'll see how it goes. The stop loss is 14,525, and we will see how it goes. Right now we are at 15,400. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Moving on to Dow Jones, which was kind of like interesting. Dow just came up with their analysis, going up nicely. Hit to SMA 20 on the daily basis, right now sitting at 34,856. And I believe Dow is kind of like a finish the rally. Even it can go higher, another 200 points maximum, but I would say we are in a danger zone, especially for the Dow Jones and also Russell 2000. I'm not going to cover this in this video, Russell 2000, but if Dow, you see a rolls over happening here tomorrow or kind of like on Wednesday, that would be kind of like interesting to see, because this one can go all the way down to here to test this trend line. This trend line tested without a higher high. So this is kind of like a bounce with this downtrend. So that's going to be an A, B, C bounce. So if this is A, this is B, and then C wave is coming down to here to middle of this wide range bar, and it's going to be just a 33,400-ish. So we'll see how it goes with Dow Jones, but that is the scenario that I'm just looking for. And also it can just happen to the other indexes as well. So Dow just again, fast line is getting to the overbought condition. MACD just giving us a buy signal. As you know here, when we are in a very, very low momentum, like RSI just getting above a 52% today, and the stochastic here just getting to overbought condition within this downtrend, short-term downtrend, obviously, that would be kind of like a sell signal. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to individual names, starting with yield. Yield crashed today. So bond yield crashed. So that's why market stipulate for kind of like a pivot from Federal Reserve. So bond yield just a 3% down, and that was kind of like a very, very hard sell-off today. So this is good for those ones who are just paying the mortgage, because this means probably a downside move is coming down the road, something sharp like this. If this time happens, that would be kind of like decisive top for the bond yield, and this one can go all the way down to minus 3%. And if it goes below 3%, that would be kind of like interesting to see how it goes for the entire bond market. So bond treasuries went up nicely. It has like an inverse correlation with bond yield. So this one recapture SMA 20. However, still we need to see if it goes above 97. If it goes above 97, any pullback could be a buy. And ideally, I would say above 99 is going to be kind of like a very, very interesting, just because these two trend lines, this dynamic and this major trend line, just crossing each other somewhere around 97, 98. So if this one goes up above 98 and then pull back, could be a buying opportunity. So we'll see how it goes with treasuries. We bought some stuff here in treasuries. We add to our position. I'm kind of like very, very bullish in this in next year, especially. And we will see how it goes. Gold, fantastic move to the upside, almost 1%, 1937 right now it's trading. So gold needs to get back above 1960. If it goes above 1960, any pullback could be a buying opportunity, because that would be kind of like interesting to see. We got into gold position just right there, and we just took our profit, our first profit, our last profit. We got it, and recapture this. I believe gold, this is a decisive bottom for gold. So this is a bottom, and I believe gold 2024 can hit a new all-time high, if not earlier, if you ask me, especially silver as well. Crude, nice surge to the upside, almost 1.5% to the upside, sitting at 81. So crude is in weekly consolidation. So if it goes something like this, that would triggers lots of buying potential for higher price. 96, 91 is going to be 91 is going to be first target, 96 is going to be second target, and I believe 110 it's going to be 102, and 110 is going to be the other target. So right now, I'm just sitting on the side for crude. I've allocated lots of good positions in one of energy stock, which I'm not going to disclose it here because that's going to be for my subscribers. But this energy stocks and this crude chart tells me that the higher price is coming, and this is going to be bad for inflation because inflation is going to hike up again. VIX crashed today, so 4%, another 4% down. VIX is getting to some nice area for a stock market top. So we'll see how it goes, but VIX is getting, as I said, to $13 to $14. That's going to be a buying opportunity, and we will see how it goes. I'm kind of like keep an eye on this to look at if I can get into the option trade for the VIX for the next 2 months or so. Dollar coming down, Dixie, and 103.48. That is the time for dollar to just closing back to the downside, just because dollar just stretched a bit more than my expectation. So these two levels I was looking for, kind of like a reversing back down, but pretty nice surge though. And right now, Dixie is just, some people are saying this is going to be a pullback for the higher price. I don't think so. I think dollar is gonna following up a bond yield, and bond yield is down, and just bond yield roll over today, and probably dollar is gonna just hitting the top, at least for now. And it didn't go to the higher high, which is kind of like interesting, because if you see, this is going to be a high, this is a low, this is a lower high, this is a lower low, and this one by a touch is a lower high. So still keeping in a trend line to the downside. I know it just get above this one, but we need to get above this pivotal point to completely break down the trend. Right now it is in a lower high and probably ended up to the lower low. So we'll see how it goes with Dixie. Moving on to the technology, which is Magma indicator. So Magma closed at 1,080. And this is kind of like a bullish price action. But if you just see, we are forming a nice bull flag here. But this bull flag could be just ABC up to here and then coming down afterwards. Because still, I'm not convinced that this chart can hit a new all-time high here. Right now, it's just forming kind of like a topping formation at this level, and any pullback could be a sell for the lower low. And when we get to some kind of like this level, so look at that, this pivotal point, which is 920 to 940, then we can see a bottoming formation, and that would be kind of like a fantastic buying opportunity for technology stocks. Right now, let it go up, and probably that's going to be just a bounce for the lower low. Apple today just hitting to 184.12. Apple can stretch up to 186. I'm not sure more than that. Amazon, $1.77 up. Microsoft, or Meta, Meta, $7.73 up. So Meta just hit SMA 20, and right now it's just forming this bottom, but I'm not sure how far it's going to stretch, because this is kind of like a nice QM pattern, and any bounce could be a sell. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Microsoft, $4.71 up. This is big. This is even not getting close to top of this candle, and this tells me something. Microsoft is one of the big cap in S&P 500 and Nasdaq as well. Google look at the price action. So it was pretty nice surge to the upside. I thought that Google breakout to 144, but sellers just took control, especially last hour of the trading session. Sellers took control, coming down. Not a bad price action overall, but last hour of the trading session gives bulls anxiety. $3.50 up, not a bad session. Netflix, nice surge, $11.93 up, still below this high and this high. So we will see how it goes. Rockstar was Tesla, 7.69. But look at this candle. So this is kind of like a Maribuzu candle, and probably you know that we call it as like exhaustive candle. And this exhaustive candle getting back to this supply area. So when we if you see kind of like a reversal tomorrow, you shouldn't be surprised, and that would be kind of like the top, because usually we get kind of like a reaction, small reaction middle of this candle, and then sharply going back. Next time, if it go back to this pivotal point, you shouldn't be happy. Bulls, you shouldn't be happy, because this low didn't ended up to higher high, it just ended up to the lower high, and probably it's going to break down to lower low. So we will see how it goes with this chart. But good candle though today, good for Tesla traders, especially bulls one. Moving on to semiconductor index, SMH, $3.87 up, nice surge to the upside. So still within this wide range bar, still didn't get even to the top of this candle. So there is kind of like divergence in semiconductors. I'm telling you what, SOX the same, Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, nice surge to the upside, still didn't get to top of the Thursday candle. TSM, look at that. So it's pretty far from this top. So TSM is the biggest semiconductor manufacturer in the world, the best technology they have, Taiwan Semiconductor. But look at the chart. The chart is there. AMD, $3.31. This one as well. So this one even didn't get to here, just middle of the Thursday session. NVIDIA is totally different. So that's what I'm saying. There is kind of like a divergence in semiconductor stocks, businesses. NVIDIA is just going up, but the other names, actually, they cannot even catch up with their trend. Texas Instrument, $1.99. Not a bad candle, but still below Thursday candle. Lam Research, $18.33 up. So this one is like NVIDIA. This one is doing better compared to the other one, but look at the other one. The other one didn't do well. Moving on to financials, XLF, pretty nice surge to the upside. It's kind of like a mimicking the Dow, or I should say Dow is mimicking the financials, because Dow is kind of like energy and financial loaded stocks, kind of like a heavy value stocks. XLF at 31 cents to the upside, not a bad candle. It can stretch up a bit, but I think this gap, if this gap get filled, so we should see a reversal happening. KBE, which is large cap bank ETF, 47 cents, not a bad candle. KRE after hours, it goes higher, even 42 cents up. JP Morgan, $1.20 up. Nice reversal for JP Morgan. JP Morgan can go to 151 again. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to Goldman Sachs, which was kind of like, as I said yesterday, kind of like this one is very, very spiky. If it goes down, pretty sharp. If it goes up, pretty spiky going up. Look at that. So movement are very, very volatile. So Goldman is now 2 days in a row, pretty spiky price action. 336 could be kind of like a reversal point. Right now we are at 332. Bank of America the same, 41 cents. Wells Fargo 12 cents. Wells Fargo was weak today, to be honest, so let's just took control last hour of the session. GDX, GoldMiners, pretty nice surge to the upside. This one is coming along with gold. I'm really happy to see this chart is doing well. So finally, probably GoldMiners and gold just hit the bottom. GDXJ, 79 cents up. AEM, 69 cents up. And EM, which is Newmont, this chart actually doesn't look good. So compared to the other ones, these ones are just taking off from the bottom, but Newmont just struggling even to find a base here. I know it was a positive price action, but compared to the other ones, this is not good. Franco-Nevada, look at this one. This one just surging nicely to the upside. Just recapture SMA 20 and SMA 200 at the same time, which is pretty good price action. Gold Barrick, $15 up, not a bad price action. Moving on to energy, XLE, which is a spider energy, 24 cents up, not a bad price action. XOP, oil and gas exploration ETF, 74 cents up. This needs to consolidate more. More consolidation, more prices coming down the road. OIH, $3, 5 cents up. Exxon, 65 cents up. Chevron, 25 cents down. Chevron, not a good price action though today. But overall, this bull flag is kind of like getting stronger and stronger. If it just consolidates here, probably ripping to the upside nicely on November time. So we will see November, December, this one can hit higher prices as well. The next one is last one, Oxy. So 60 cents up. Not a bad price action. Oxy is just sideways consolidation. Um, Still, the good thing is we are within this wide range bar. The bad thing is we just get back below this trend line. So if it goes above this trend line, which is 62 to 64, that can be very, very spiky. I should say a good price action for bulls, because when we capture this dynamic, which is going to be resistance now, this one can go all the way up to $70 or so or higher. So we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty positive in energy and metals next 6 months. So we'll see how it goes. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye bye.